Welcome back to ProcessCast with Mark Anderson and Samantha Blake. Your go-to podcast for insights into business process management and the technologies transforming the way we work.
Ever feel like there's got to be a smoother way to run things, make smarter calls and connect with your customers better? You're definitely not alone. I think every business out there is asking, okay, what are the real benefits of bringing AI into everything we do? And today, we're going to dive deep into exactly that.
Yeah, for sure.
We've been digging into a ton of research, analysis, expert opinions, real-world examples of AI in action.
Right.
We really want to break down those core advantages of making AI part of how you do business.
Absolutely.
So no more getting lost in the technical jargon.
Yeah, the AI conversation can get kind of overwhelming, right? All those futuristic predictions.
Mm-hmm.
But if you boil it down, any business leader is going to ask, how does this actually help me?
Right.
And what we're finding, it's not just about small improvements here and there.
Right.
Integrating AI, it can really fundamentally change how a business runs and how it competes.
Okay, so let's start with something that I'm sure is top of mind for pretty much everyone.
Okay.
Just making things more efficient.
Sure.
Our sources kept coming back to this idea of how AI can just drastically boost efficiency and productivity.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You think about all the things that take up so much of your employees' time,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not really using their unique human skills.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like going through data, entering data over and over again, scheduling. AI is perfect for all of that.
Right.
Like McKinsey, their research says AI could automate stuff that eats up something like 60 to 70% of employees' time.
Wow.
Just think if you could free up that much human potential
That is huge.
to focus on the really strategic stuff.
That's a pretty wild statistic.
Yeah.
So it's really taking away those routine tasks, the things that just drain your time.
Totally.
We even saw an example, AI-powered virtual assistants handling schedules and to-do lists.
Mhm.
It's almost like giving your team a superpower to focus on the things that actually matter.
Exactly. And it's not even just about saving time, right? It's about sheer volume.
Right.
One of our sources, UST, they said AI can handle tasks at a speed and volume that no human team could ever match.
Right.
And they gave this really cool example from software development.
Yeah.
AI can generate massive amounts of test data, so much faster than a person. And that lets the developers focus on the actual creative work of building the software.
Right, so it's not even just doing the same things faster.
Exactly.
It's rethinking how the work gets done from the ground up.
Yeah.
Minimizing those mundane activities.
Right.
And maximizing what people are really good at.
Yeah. And when AI takes care of that routine stuff,
Mm-hmm.
your skilled employees can actually spend their energy on things that really need human skills.
Right.
Creativity, problem solving, building those relationships.
Right.
That's what drives productivity and makes people more engaged and ultimately more satisfied at work.
It makes sense. Okay, so beyond just being faster, how does AI actually help businesses make better decisions?
Okay.
Because that seems to be a big thing, that AI enhances decision-making.
Well, absolutely. It's a core benefit. AI can go through huge data sets and find patterns and trends that we would never see. OpenOsis Analytics, they pointed this out. They said AI shifts decision-making away from gut feelings and intuition,
Okay.
which can be clouded by bias, right? We don't even realize it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about becoming more data-driven.
And they had this really cool example. A company used AI to analyze 42,000 employee survey responses.
Wow.
Not just the ratings, but what people actually wrote.
Wow, that's impressive.
So the AI could understand the sentiment, what was behind the answers.
That is a much deeper level of understanding.
Yeah.
Really insightful.
So it's not just more data, it's getting the intelligence from it
Exactly.
to make better decisions.
Right.
And Deloitte, they did a survey. 59% of executives said AI gives them more actionable insights from their data.
Yeah, that's a significant majority.
And we saw some really powerful examples of this in specific industries.
Oh, yeah, like Shell.
Yeah.
They're using AI to analyze all this complex geological data to figure out the best spots for oil drilling. And IBM Watson, in healthcare, going through tons of medical research and patient records to give doctors evidence-based recommendations for cancer treatment.
Wow.
This is stuff that would take humans forever to do on their own.
Yeah.
AI can handle that complexity and deliver insights we wouldn't be able to get otherwise.
Right. Now let's talk about the thing that I think is always on a business leader's mind,
Okay.
the bottom line.
Cool.
How does integrating AI lead to actual cost savings?
Well, There are a few ways this happens. We've already talked about efficiency and productivity. Right? That naturally leads to lower operational costs. But it goes beyond that.
Okay.
AI-driven automation frees up your people to focus on higher value stuff.
Right.
Strategic things that can really boost revenue and give you an edge over your competitors. And that also tends to lead to more engaged employees,
Right.
which has its own positive effects on profitability.
Right. People who are more focused, more engaged, tend to be more productive.
Exactly.
So what are some other ways that AI can actually save money?
Predictive maintenance is a big one, especially in industries that rely on a lot of equipment.
Okay.
AI can look at sensor data from machines and actually predict when they'll need maintenance.
Wow.
So you can do repairs before anything breaks down.
That's great.
You minimize downtime, you make your assets last longer.
Yeah.
That's huge in manufacturing and supply chain management.
Absolutely.
And AI can even optimize energy use in your buildings.
Really?
Yeah, by learning how energy is used and adjusting systems automatically, like lighting and HVAC.
Oh, that's cool.
You can save a lot on utility bills, and it's better for the environment, too.
So it's not just cutting labor costs, it's optimizing everything
Right.
across the whole organization.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's think about the people who interact with your business all the time,
Okay.
your customers.
Sure.
What we saw in the research, AI can really improve customer experience.
This is so important these days. It's a customer-centric world.
App.
AI lets businesses analyze tons of customer data, like purchase history, what they look at online, support interactions.
Right.
And then you can understand their preferences, their behaviors, what they need. And that leads to much more personalized and efficient interactions,
Right.
recommending things they'll actually be interested in, providing proactive customer support.
We see this all the time, right?
Yeah.
Netflix, online retailers using AI to suggest you might also like based on our browsing and buying patterns.
Exactly. It's become so normal we forget that AI is behind it.
It's true.
And this goes way beyond just product recommendations.
Okay.
Infotech Research Group, they talked about how this can be used in healthcare
Okay.
to tailor treatments to individual patients
Wow.
and even create more personalized work environments
Okay.
to meet employee needs.
Right.
And Sephora, they have this virtual artist.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Customers can try on makeup virtually and get personalized recommendations. That's a great example of AI directly improving the customer experience and driving sales.
Yeah, and I think we have to talk about AI-powered chatbots.
Oh, absolutely.
They can provide instant answers,
Right.
anticipate needs, offer tailored recommendations. It means faster resolution times and happier customers.
For sure. And those tools are getting so sophisticated,
Right.
they can handle a lot of different customer interactions really seamlessly.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So beyond just making things better and cheaper, how does AI help businesses grow?
Okay.
Find new things to do, new avenues.
Right.
Our sources talked about creating new capabilities and even expanding business models.
Yeah, this is where AI can be really innovative.
Okay.
If you apply data analytics and these intelligent systems across your operations, you can find opportunities that you might have missed. So think about autonomous vehicle companies.
Okay.
They're using the data their vehicles collect to offer new services,
Right.
like tailored insurance.
Oh, interesting.
And insurance companies are using their data insights to offer fleet management services to businesses.
Okay.
These are completely new revenue streams that AI made possible.
So you're not just refining what you already do. You're finding entirely new ways to create value.
Right.
Another thing that came up was improved speed of business.
Oh, yeah. AI can make things move a lot faster. Seth Early from Early Information Science, he said, AI can speed up the clock of a company.
Okay.
Whether it's product development, from idea to launch, or just decision-making processes.
Right.
AI helps you move faster and get a return on your investment quicker.
Right. It's not just speed, though, right?
Yeah.
It's about making the services themselves better.
Absolutely. AI can make those interactions with technology more intuitive, more accurate.
Right.
Remember that real estate site?
Yeah.
They use generative AI, so users can search for properties in natural language. Instead of messing with filters, you just describe what you're looking for, and the AI gets it.
Yeah, that's so much easier.
Right. It's a much smoother experience.
Definitely. Another key advantage was improved monitoring capabilities.
Oh, yeah. AI can process so much data in real time. It lets you monitor all your important systems and processes almost instantly.
Right.
You get alerts right away, and you can even automate responses to potential problems.
Awesome.
So think about quality control in manufacturing.
Okay.
AI can spot defects right as they happen.
Wow.
Or predictive maintenance, like we talked about.
Right.
Anticipating failures before they cause downtime. And cybersecurity operations really rely on this too.
It's like having an extra set of eyes, always on.
Yeah, constantly monitoring everything.
And then, speaking of accuracy, we also saw that AI can lead to better quality overall and less human error.
That makes sense, right?
Right.
AI is precise and consistent.
Yeah.
So if you automate tasks, especially the repetitive ones, you cut down the risk of mistakes.
And early information science, they gave a good example, financial reconciliation. AI can do that almost perfectly, but manually, there's always that potential for errors.
And when you combine AI and machine learning with RPA, those software robots, it gets even better.
Okay.
You get processes that are faster, more accurate, and they can actually learn and improve over time.
That's incredible. Now, going back to the human element, what about talent management?
Okay.
How does AI fit in there?
Well, it's changing how companies find, hire, and develop their people.
Okay.
AI can streamline recruiting.
Right.
You can source and screen a lot of candidates quickly.
Okay.
Find the best talent faster and cheaper.
Yeah.
And really importantly, AI can help identify and reduce bias in hiring.
That's huge.
It can even spot bias in internal communication.
Wow.
And then there's chatbots powered by NLP, natural language processing, that can give personalized experiences to job applicants and even act as virtual mentors to employees.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can use AI tools to analyze employee feedback, see how people are feeling. You can identify your high performers, make sure compensation is fair, and create a better, more tailored work environment.
It sounds like AI can create a more efficient, more fair, and more supportive workplace.
Absolutely.
Now, what about sparking new ideas?
Okay.
Because our sources talked about AI's role in driving innovation.
Oh, yeah. By taking care of those routine tasks and giving you powerful analytics, AI lets your people focus on being creative. There was this cool example, a restaurant chain using AI for a mobile app that lets customers create their own cocktails.
That's fun.
And AI is playing a huge role in research and development,
Okay.
from speeding up drug discovery in healthcare to helping create new consumer products.
Right.
And then there's generative AI.
Okay.
This is the stuff that can create new content like text, images, even music.
Wow.
It's opening up all sorts of new possibilities.
It really is.
Stitch Fix uses AI to provide those super personalized clothing recommendations. That's another great example.
Right. So it seems like all these advantages we've talked about, higher productivity, lower costs, efficiency, new growth opportunities, it all leads to one thing.
Yeah.
Increased profitability.
That's the bottom line for a lot of businesses.
For sure.
And our sources say there's a clear connection between using AI strategically and better financial performance.
In KPMG, they emphasize that a well-planned AI strategy can really lead to higher profits through all those things we've been talking about. And it's not just general, we're seeing specific improvements in different industries too.
Oh, yeah. Retailers are using AI for more targeted marketing, better supply chain management, and even dynamic pricing. Pharma companies are using AI to analyze data and speed up drug discovery.
Wow.
And the financial sector is using it for risk assessment and fraud detection.
Right.
It's really being tailored to each industry.
Yeah. It seems like AI is really driving digital transformation across the board.
Absolutely. Jen Stave from Harvard said the potential impact of AI could be bigger than the internet, even bigger than electricity.
That's a huge statement.
It is. It shows just how big this could be.
Yeah.
And we're already seeing things like earlier disease detection and better fraud prevention because of AI.
Right. So it's not just some abstract technology. It's about making things better, more efficient day to day.
The business news, they put it really well. They said adopting AI is about process improvement.
Okay.
You're using these tools to automate, predict, and optimize the processes you already have.
Right.
And a good way to start is with something manageable,
Okay.
like a chatbot,
Right.
to handle basic customer questions. It's a safe, effective way to begin.
And I think it's so important to be strategic about where you focus those efforts.
Absolutely.
You have to identify those high-impact areas,
Oh, right.
the things that really align with your business goals.
Right.
The business news also said data quality is crucial for AI projects.
That makes sense. If your data isn't clean and reliable, even the best AI won't work well.
Right.
And they recommend proof of value labs,
Okay.
basically small pilot projects,
Right.
to test things out before you go all in.
Makes sense. Try it before you buy it, basically.
Exactly.
And it's not a one-time thing, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No. You have to keep monitoring your AI solutions, adjust them based on how they're actually performing.
Right.
And you need to get feedback from the people who are using these tools.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the whole culture of your company matters.
Okay.
You have to get everyone on board,
Right.
especially different generations.
Yeah.
That's key to making AI integration work.
Right. Now, there were a couple of really cutting-edge concepts in our sources.
Okay.
Process GPT and intelligent automation.
Oh, yeah.
Can you break this down a little?
Sure. So Process GPT, this is in one of the research papers. It uses these advanced AI models, like the ones behind chatbots, to actually create new models for business processes. It can really help with decision-making in areas that rely on data and knowledge.
Interesting.
If you train these models on lots of business data, you can tailor them to specific industries or departments.
Okay.
And Process GPT can give you insights and recommendations to optimize how work gets done. It can even automate some of the process management tasks themselves.
So it's like having an AI assistant that helps you design better ways of working?
In a way, yeah.
That's really cool.
And intelligent automation, or IA, this is like the next step in automation.
Okay.
It uses cognitive capabilities.
Okay.
You know, the kind of AI you find in generative AI and LLMs, those really powerful systems that can understand and create human-like text.
Right.
So IA can handle more complex things than traditional RPA.
Okay.
RPA is great for repetitive tasks,
Right.
but IA can understand context and make more nuanced decisions.
Right. Right. And there was that thing, text-to workflow.
Oh, yeah, that's really interesting. It uses LLMs to automatically build workflows from natural language. So you could describe a task you want to automate in plain English,
Right.
and the AI figures out the exact steps for the computer.
Okay.
It's a really flexible way to automate all kinds of business processes.
Wow.
You don't need as much technical coding.
Right.
The system turns your instructions into something the computer can understand, usually JSON.
Right.
So automation becomes much easier and more adaptable.
So this is all really powerful technology.
It is.
But for someone who's just starting to think about AI, it can still seem kind of abstract.
Yeah.
What are some actual steps a business can take to start integrating AI?
Well, several sources gave some good advice here. The first thing is to find use cases in your business
Okay.
where AI could solve a problem or address a need.
Mm-hmm.
Then you look at your budget, the AI capabilities you already have, or what you might need to get,
Right.
maybe by hiring or partnering with someone.
Okay.
And it's really important to set clear goals
Right.
for those initial AI projects.
It sounds like starting slow is a good idea.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Sort of a step-by-step approach.
Start with small pilot projects.
Right.
That way you can test things in a controlled environment before you roll them out big time.
Right.
It helps you minimize risk and make adjustments as you go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you have to train your people to use these new AI tools effectively.
Of course.
And maybe collaborate with experts, either by hiring specialists or working with a consulting firm.
Okay.
And you have to keep monitoring your AI solutions
Right.
to make sure they're still doing what they're supposed to.
Right.
You might even need to rethink some of your existing processes
Mm-hmm.
to get the most out of AI.
Mm-hmm.
And feedback from your users is super important.
Yeah, absolutely.
And finally, you have to choose the right tools,
Okay.
ones that align with your goals and can work with your existing systems.
Right. We've covered so much. From improving daily efficiency to creating entirely new things.
It's a lot.
It is. Can you give us some examples of companies that have actually integrated AI successfully?
Yeah, for sure. Amazon is a classic example.
Of course.
They use AI for personalized product recommendations, which drives a lot of their sales.
Right.
And they use it to manage their massive supply chain.
Mm-hmm.
Remember those Amazon Go stores?
Oh, yeah.
No cashiers? That's AI in action.
That's right.
And then there's Google. They use AI for everything.
It seems like it.
It makes their search results so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And they have things like Google Assistant, their self-driving cars,
Right.
and they use AI in their cloud services.
It's everywhere.
It really is. And BMW, they've put AI in their factories to automate things like surface processing.
Okay.
It's more precise that way.
Right.
And they're even using AI in car design now.
Wow.
And then Netflix, we talked about them.
Yeah.
They use AI for personalized recommendations, for improving the user experience.
Mm-hmm.
They even use it to decide what shows and movies to make.
Right.
So you see, AI can be used in so many ways.
So many different industries.
Exactly.
Okay, to sum it all up, we've seen that integrating AI can bring a ton of benefits. Way more efficiency and productivity, smarter decisions, cost savings, better customer experiences.
Right.
Creating new things, speeding up business, better quality, less error, better talent management, more innovation, and ultimately higher profits.
That's the goal.
Right. It's clear that AI is really powerful for digital transformation and improving processes.
Absolutely.
And our sources really emphasize that integrating AI isn't a one-and-done project.
Right.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
You have to keep learning, adapting, and refining.
Exactly.
So as you think about your own organization, what's one area where you see potential for a data-driven upgrade?
That's a good question.
What's one thing that AI could really help you solve? Maybe that's where you start exploring this exciting new world. What will you explore next?
Lots to think about.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for listening to ProcessCast. This episode was brought to you by HEFLO, the BPM platform that empowers businesses to document, automate, and optimize their processes with AI. Experience the intelligence to simplify complex business processes and accelerate your growth with our complete management solution. Visit heflo.com to learn more. Be sure to follow ProcessCast for more insights on business process management, and don't forget to share this episode with your network. Until next time.